Today, everybody, we're gonna be pop hunting at the largest mall in Toronto. Oh, and for anybody wondering why I'm here, it was actually for a Munchies event, a brand new snack here in Canada, and it was actually a lot of fun to go through the entire thing. We got to try out some new flavors too. If you want to check it out, the entire video will be on my Instagram. But anyways, we were just about at the mall, so I'll see you there. Okay, everybody, so the first store that we came into here is Indigo, and normally they don't have an amazing section, and I didn't see anything at first, actually. When I came in, I saw like a good TCG section, as well as some Hot Wheels cars. Like, look at that DeLorean and the Batmobile. Also, if you're wondering, that bottom one there is from Barbie, and I like the flames on the side as well. But anyways, I found some Funko Pops. It isn't amazing. They're $5 each. I'm not gonna be getting anything, but at least they have something, I guess. But if I'm gonna be honest, Indigo, come on, I'd like a few more. Okay, we're now over at FYE, and I noticed on the door it says they'll be back at 11:55, so about 20 minutes from now. But I looked through the door and they don't have anything too crazy, so we might be back later, but for now, I think we're okay here. We've made it to the next store, buddy, which is going to be Hot Topic, and their section is a lot taller than I remember. Like, look at this, it just keeps going and going and going. And now digging into the Pops a little bit, I am noticing some stuff that I want to pick up, like the rest of the Care Bears monsters. At the moment, I only have Grumpy Bear and Cheer Bear, but I'm noticing that they also have the Bedtime Bear as well as the Tenderheart Bear, so I'm probably going to be getting both of those. Now, something else that I noticed that was really cool is the Xenomorph. The problem is I have that one coming already, so I'm not going to be getting it today, even though I do love to see it in person. Oh, and I also noticed all of the Funko Fusion ones off to the side, and that mystery exclusive that they were talking about on their Instagram the other day. It's apparently this Blacklight Pumpkin Stitch. It's a pretty cool figure, and I'm debating on it. I do have the regular Pumpkin Stitch, so they would go nice together. But anyways, a pretty cool section. I'm definitely gonna be getting something. Oh, and you know what, everybody? Before we get out of here, I totally missed this Sully over here. I've definitely got to get him as well. Now, this is interesting, guys. I didn't know this, but there's a brand new Winners here, and it's kind of like Marshall's, but here in Canada, and it looks like they actually do have a pretty good section of Pops. I found some stuff like the Blacklight Mare, as well as Kamala Khan for $12.99, and Hannibal. Looking around a little more, too, they also have some of the Naruto glow-in-the-dark t-shirts, normally exclusive to GameStop for $20, and then they also have the Groot comic cover for $20, exclusive to Target normally. And now, I don't know if I'm going to be getting anything, because I do have most of the ones that I would want from here, but some pretty cool things. Now, over here at GameStop, everybody, I've had problems with them recently, so I'm going to be kind of like hiding while I record. But anyways, the section here is a pretty great one. They've got some cool stuff. I noticed that they have some larger characters as well, like the brand new Countdown Calendar, which is pretty awesome. I'm definitely going to be getting it. And I also noticed that they have the previous exclusive Kite Man, which is one of their like Pop Plus characters, I believe they're calling it. Like, they're a little bit bigger than usual, which is really neat to see, because I've never seen this kind of like size box before, or at least not on any other character, because they had them over at Fan Expo when we went back in August, which was pretty cool to see. Oh, and when I first walked in over at the counter, they did have a Funko Fusion section, which was definitely cool to see with the game out and a bunch of the figures. And so anyways, I'm definitely going to be picking up something, probably that calendar and the Kite Man. Now, this is a bit weird, everybody. I came into Treehouse Toys, which is a brand new store in the mall, and this is actually where Conspiracy Comics used to be. I'm gonna be honest, their prices were a little high, and I'm liking the Treehouse Toys ones a lot better. Maybe that's why they're not here anymore? I don't know. But either way, it is really cool to see, because they do have a large section of Pops still, and there's some exclusives that I thought were kind of interesting. Take a look. They also have a lot of different Pokemon ones, as well as sports. I'm seeing a lot of the new Batman, a pretty good variety. Oh, and coming a little farther into the store, they also have some Bitty Pops and Mystery Minis. Oh, and I almost missed it, but they also have Pop Puzzles too. Now, everybody, across the street, we've come into another GameStop, and I figured I would check over here because it is a larger store than the one in the mall. And now that I'm over here, and you walk under the Astrobot sign, which I think is really cool, they have some things that I definitely want to grab. Like, I found these Turtles of Grayskull. Actually, over at Target a few days ago, I saw some of the action figures, but I've never seen the Pops before. So I'm definitely going to be getting both of those. And then taking a look at the rest of the section, I'm not sure yet, but there was a lot of really fun stuff. Ooh, hold on, everybody. I just noticed that they actually have the mic to go with the Sully that I got over at Hot Topic. So yeah, let's get him too. Alrighty, we're back, everybody, and let's get into what I got, because it's a lot. I had to lug some stuff home. And I think the best place to start is what I got over at Hot Topic, because it was some pretty cool Pops. I ended up getting the Tenderheart Bear, as well as, check out this one here, Bedtime Bear. Both amazing figures, and this now completes my Care Bears Universal Monster set, and I was able to order Good Luck Bear off the Funko shop. And anyways, taking a look at the Bedtime Bear here as the mummy. tummy. This is really great, especially because it's got the moon on the front there, and I love how on its stomach they actually put bandages around it too. He looks super tired. It's just really fitting for the character. I love how this one looks. And then getting into Tenderheart Bear, something that I just actually noticed literally right now is the way they did kind of like his rosy cheeks, I guess you could say, or maybe like a little bit more fur. I'm not exactly sure what you would call it, but either way, they're actually tiny little bats. Such a fun detail, as well as the vampire teeth and the cape and the way he's throwing it up in the air. It's perfect. But now hold on, everybody, that's not all I got over at Hot Topic, because there was one other, that mystery exclusive that they released the other day. It turned out to be this Blacklight Stitch, and it's a pretty nice one. I was really debating on if I wanted this for the collection, but then I remembered I have so many different Stitch figures. What's one more? And actually, now that I think about it, I believe I have the regular Pumpkin Stitch around here somewhere. I'll just put a photo on the screen if you guys want to see the two of them next to each other. They're exactly the same, just different colors. And I guess also the box is different too because it is completely blacklight. And I'm also really enjoying the blacklight colors for the palm trees. And you might be able to see it on the back there. It's a little bit dark, but I bet you would glow well. Oh, and I almost forgot, everybody. I also picked up Sully over at Hot Topic. I was thinking I got Mike and Sully together, but I definitely did not. They were separate purchases. And it was kind of funny that they didn't have both of them. Maybe it was behind the other. I didn't see it though. And anyways, taking a look at Sully here, this thing is amazing. I think they did a great job, especially with the way they did the pumpkin and how it's carved to look like Mike. I'm also really enjoying the hat as well as the eye patch and the Monsters University varsity jacket. Come on. And I guess since we're talking about Sully, let's get into Mike over here because this is again a really great one. We haven't got very many Mike figures recently, so it's cool to have this one. I talked about it a little while ago and I thought the most recent one was the original, but then I remembered that we also got one of him when Boo comes into their apartment and he's wearing all the like gloves and he's got the colander on his head as well as the snorkel. There's a lot going on. So I guess this would be now the, I want to say third or fourth Mike Wazowski. I think, yeah, because there's also a Monsters University version. So yeah, this should be the fourth as long as I'm not forgetting any. And of course, everyone, to have these two together in a set, it is perfect because now if you take a look on the back, it's complete. I mean, come on, it's only two. Not that hard to finish, but I definitely didn't want to miss out on one of these. Now, I believe everything else that I picked up would have been from GameStop, and I know I went to so many different stores today, but I really only picked them up at the ones that I usually go to. So, let's get into this one next, though, where we have Kite Man. Yes, I did end up going for this one. And now, I know I talked about this earlier, but previous exclusive, putting 25,000 pieces on the front of this, does it? Here's my thing. I'm gonna ask you guys, is that like a low enough number still that really makes you want to buy it because it's limited? Like, I don't know what a regular Funko Pop amount is. Is it maybe like 100,000? Is it 50,000? Like, is 25,000 considered low? I really have no clue. But either way, let's take Kite Man out of the box because I want to see what's going on here. It is like a newer size that we haven't really seen before. It's kind of a new thing for them. And so look at this thing here. And oh, this is neat. The base is also separate. So if you wanted to like display him how he is, you totally could. I also really enjoy how he's got the speech bubble there because it says, Kite Man, hell yeah! And of course, everybody, I could take that base and put it into the back. I think it slides in right here. Yeah, like right by his belt there. And if you take a look, oh yeah, that, okay. You know what, for a little bit extra, I gotta say, it's a nice figure. And if you're wondering how much I paid for it, it would have been $32 when a regular character at GameStop is $16.99. Now, of course, that is in Canadian, which makes it a little bit pricier. It looks a little bit pricier anyways than USD, but it's still definitely a lot higher. And anyways, I'm curious to hear your thoughts on these newer, larger characters. Are you excited about them? Do you want to pick up more of them? And they are calling it, I see on the bottom here, Pop Premium, which I guess it is because it is a lot bigger. But I don't really know what the difference is between a Pop Deluxe and a Pop Premium. If anybody has any ideas, again, put them down below. Oh, right. I also got these ones today, the Turtles of Grayskull. I got both Leonardo and Shredder. My only problem is there's no characters on the back, and I haven't really looked into this set too much. Is this the entire thing, or do we also have the 3 other turtles, maybe another villain, or is Funko going to be making more in the future? I'm not exactly sure. Also, I have now been getting more into Masters of the Universe, with it, of course, being in Funko Fusion. So, it's really cool to have these two mashed together because I've loved Turtles for a long time, but now getting into Masters of the Universe, I can appreciate both sides a little more. And now, mind you, I am nowhere near being anywhere close to finishing off the show. I've only seen a few episodes here and there, but it's really been a lot of fun from what I've seen so far. And now that I've got these ones out of the box, I'm hoping that Funko does end up making more because they really do have a lot of nice detail. Oh, and I just noticed this, everybody. So an exclusive over at GameStop is $20.69 or $22.99 if you don't have their card. So I guess it's getting closer to that premium price, but still, the premium is a lot higher. And now, of course, I gotta take a look at Shredder here because I wanna see what's going on. Shredder is also like super metallic, and I love that. I think it's great when they take a regular character and add a bunch of bonus things to them instead of making like a second separate exclusive. So like if they made this one just like the regular paint colors and didn't add the metallic till like, you know, a second figure that came out later on, it would kind of bum me out a bit. But because they did it like this, it really is like a nice complete figure. And I mean, come on, the detail on it is really unmatched to a lot of other characters that I've seen recently. And like, look at the cape on this one. There's so many tiny little bumps. It looks really fuzzy. And now, everybody, last but not least, we have this here, the Nightmare Before Christmas countdown calendar. If you're wondering how I got this thing home, don't ask. It took a lot of work, but it is here, and I really want to open this thing up because I haven't yet. I decided to wait till the video. Alrighty, here we go, everybody. Let's see what this thing is looking like, and I guess you're getting the... Oh no, you haven't seen the Christmas side yet, but this thing is double-sided. Oh, wow! And I gotta say, I love how they did this box, and now it's like clear all the way through. Here it is. Oh, take a look at that, everybody. Oh, and I'm just noticing now, here are the die that you put inside of it. Okay, that is really neat. And I like how some of them have like wreaths on it and stuff like that, so it works for either holiday. And I guess we'll keep that there for now. I don't want to really like take everything apart because I feel like I'm going to be putting it back into the case for now because I don't know when I'm going to start counting down for Halloween, maybe 13 days before. But anyways, let me show you what's going on here on both sides. So this one, again, is the Halloween side. And then when you flip it over, check this out. We've got the Christmas one with the 2 extra characters. It's really nice. I feel like I've said that a few times today, but I mean, like, taking it out of the box, it's got some great quality to it. I mean, the way that they've got Sandy Claus and, of course, Santa Jack, and then on this side, we've got the regular Jack and Sally. And well, anyways, everybody, there we go. That was my hunt for today, and I hope you guys did enjoy because I ended up getting some pretty fun stuff. Especially with the unexpected ones being the Turtles of Grayskull. I didn't think they were going to be available here in Canada at all. I believe they were normally Target exclusives because that's where I've seen a lot of the products on the shelves. It's been there, mostly. Or at least that's where I've been seeing it. And anyways, hope you guys did enjoy because this was seriously a lot of fun to go to a mall that I haven't been to in a while, and I'll see you tomorrow!